In the hill country of Ephraim lived a man named Elkanah. He had 2 wives. One was called Peninnah. She had children. The other was Hannah. Hannah lived in a time when having children was everything, but she had none. People didn't just see her as childless, they saw her as forgotten by God. Elkanah loved Hannah deeply. Every year his family went to worship God. He would give portions of food to his family during worship, but to Hannah he gave a double portion. Not out of pity, but because he loved her. Still, love couldn't fill the emptiness in her heart. Peninnah didn't stay silent. She knew Elkanah loved Hannah more than her. So year after year, she mocked Hannah, provoked her, humiliated her. "Where are your children? Has God closed your womb?" Those words cut deep. So deep that Hannah would weep and refuse to eat. Even during moments that were meant to be joyful, she felt broken. Elkanah will tell Hannah, "Don't I mean more to you than 10 sons?" He loved her, but he didn't understand. Because some pain cannot be explained, only felt. One year after they had finished eating and drinking at Shiloh, Hannah had enough of her situation. She quietly got up. She walked away from everyone, away from the noise, away from the expectations, and she entered the house of the Lord. No crowd, no attention, just her and God. She knelt down, her lips began to move, her soul pouring out years of pain, but no sound came out. She cried in her heart, "Lord Almighty, if you will only look on your servant's misery, and remember me, and not forget me, but give me a son." Then she made a vow, "I will give him back to you for all the days of his life." This wasn't just a prayer, this was total surrender. From a distance, the priest Eli watched her praying. Her lips were moving, her body trembling, but no words was heard, and he didn't understand. Because he had never seen someone prayed like this before. It was deep, it was raw, it was real. To him, it didn't look spiritual, so he assumed she was drunk. There are moments in your life when what you're going through is so heavy, so painful, that praying the normal way can't be enough anymore. You forget who is watching. You forget what people think. If God does not come through for me, I'm finished. People may look at you and misunderstand you. They may judge you. They may think you've lost control, but they don't know your story. They don't feel your pain. But God does. So the priest Eli came to chase her, but Hannah answered him with humility. "I have not been drinking," she said. "I am a woman deeply troubled, and I'm pouring out my soul to the Lord." Eli looked at her differently now, and he blessed her. From that moment on, something shifted. Nothing had changed physically, but something shifted inside her. The Bible says she went her way, she ate, and her face was no longer downcast. Why? Because she left her burden with God. Hannah went back and met with her husband, and God remembered her. Not because he had forgotten, but because the moment had come. Hannah became pregnant. She gave birth to a son. She named him Samuel, which means, "I asked the Lord for him and he heard." Every time she called his name, she remembered God listened. Hannah could have kept him. No one would blame her. After all the pain, after all the waiting. But she remembered her vow. When Samuel was weaned, she took the boy with her to the temple. Young as he was, holding the child she prayed for, knowing she would leave him there. She stood before Eli the priest and remembered him of her promise to the Lord. And she left her only son Samuel there, not out of loss, but out of trust. God honored Hannah. He blessed her with more children, but more than that, Samuel grew up to become one of Israel's greatest prophets, a man who would hear God's voice and lead a nation. Sometimes God doesn't answer immediately, but that doesn't mean he isn't listening. He has a greater plan. And sometimes your deepest pain is the place where your strongest prayer is born. If this story spoke to you, do not forget to comment and share with me. And subscribe for more Bible stories.